We begin with Willem Dafoe, whether performing with Manhattan's avant-garde Wooster Group or earning an Oscar nomination for a supporting role in Platoon. Willem Dafoe has distinguished himself as one of America's most versatile and daring young actors. In Paul Schrader's new movie Light Sleeper, he again goes out on a limb to play an aging drug dealer grappling with his own future. We're pleased to have him here, and welcome.
Thanks.
Nice to have you. You have got not only this coming out, but there are two other films that are coming out.
Actually, I've got one. One coming out, Body of Evidence, in January.
That's the one with Madonna. That's a lot of
right.
attention. Tell me about Light Sleeper.
Light Sleeper, which is going to be released, I think, the 4th of September nationwide, and it opens in New York the 21st, is about a drug delivery boy who works for a woman who has a white-collar cocaine business. That character is played by Susan Sarandon. Right. She's going to get out of the business. It's too dangerous. It's lost its allure. And she's going to get into cosmetics. He has to find something else to do. He's a guy that's never done anything else. Yeah. He's a guy that's been drifting. So he's really at the crossroads of his life, and he's looking for something to do. He's looking for some sort of direction.
Yeah, Paul Schrader makes that he somehow is connected to some of the same qualities that Julian in American Gigolo, which I guess he wrote, didn't he?
Right, and directed.
And also in Taxi, the character played by Robert De Niro. Mm-hmm. Can you see some connection in the three characters?
I can see the connection, but I don't think about it. And I certainly didn't think about it when I was making the movie.
You described it when you took it. You said, when I read the script, it wasn't necessarily a world that I knew, but the detail of it was so beautiful and so exact with all of its complexities and contradictions and not in stereotypes. As I enter that world, it makes me think differently. It points me to a larger world. That was a piece in L.A. Style.
Right.
What'd you mean?
I think I think I said it. But essentially, if truth is in the details, it's possible to read something, and even if you don't know the world specifically, intuitively something about it feels right, and it's so complete and so specific. It appeals to you. It has a universal appeal. Well, because it expresses something so specifically. And that's one of the reasons that I was attracted to this project, is it expressed something that I really feel in the air.
Which is?
A certain kind of restlessness.
And
looking for some... Oh, I won't go as broad as to say the country, but certainly I feel it among a whole group of people, a certain age, in urban areas. And that is people who lived through a lot of political change, who lived through the drug culture, who lived through a sexual revolution. Now they're on the other side of that. And some of the promises, some of the things that were promised by all that change and the exhilaration of all that change, it didn't turn out so well. Yeah. So now they're dealing with the aftermath of that and looking for, essentially looking toward the next part of their life.
A new connection, a new place to be.
Right, a place to invest their life.
Yeah. Have you ever been there yourself?
Not specifically, I mean.
Yeah. You came here as a young man to New York.
Fairly young.
How old were you?
22.
Yeah. Having acted where before?
In the Midwest and in Europe.
Yeah. Driven to be an actor, or driven to come to New York and just experience all the richness of the city and the variety of the cultural experience, or
I think,
or because that was a young woman that you were madly in love with?
No. I think by the time I was 18, I knew I wanted to be a performer, and New York seemed to be the place.
What was it about performing?
It's different now, but I think initially it was just an extension of my social life. It's something I got reinforcement for. Yeah. And I started doing it as an amateur quite young, and it became a part of my identity. Kind of like the Latour character. I didn't learn how to do anything else. Yeah.
But you have said, which is interesting about you, quite honestly, you say that, you like being on stage. I mean, you like being at the center. I mean, there is something about that that's deeply satisfying.
Well, I like...
Electrifying or magnetizing.
Well, it's, you know, when you're working on a film or when you're on stage, it's a really... I just like the game of pretending. And I like the opportunity to live in a structured environment. And sometimes I can send you to places that can lead you to new ways of seeing and new ways of thinking. And that's always exhilarating.
You've never had acting classes? Or you've never had a major sort of influential teacher like a Lee Strasberg or someone like that?
Yes, I have. I mean, the woman that directs the Wooster Group is certainly a major teacher. Elizabeth LeCompte.
And a close friend.
Yeah, well.
And the mother of your son.
Happen.
And the mother of your son.
Right. But it's true.
Because I asked that in trying to understand, I mean, the powerful role you played in Platoon and Live and Die. Was it Live and Die in L.A., the William Friedkin film?
Right,
you know.
right.
The, I mean, there's some sense about it that this is sort of that I see you in each of those roles. There's some energy that's there. Doesn't go anywhere, does it?
No, I mean, you just flattered me. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Is acting more than anything else getting inside of who you are and giving some sense of being able to reach the passion and emotion and range that is existing within you, and the genius of an actor is knowing how to give it voice?
I don't know. There's all kinds of actors. There's all kinds of ways of acting. But I think the one that I'm most interested in is when I approach playing a character, there's always a certain kind of assumption that I could be that person. If my life was different, I could be that person.
Would you do it if you couldn't see yourself as that person? Would you take on the role?
I don't know. I guess basically what I'm trying to say is I am the characters that I play. Yeah. And it's really those characters are just facets of me that are revealed through a story. And that's one of the reasons, that's one of the personal pleasures of being a performer, because you can there is a certain kind of therapeutic self-analysis going on.
Take something like Live and Die in L.A. You know, you played the meanest, most vicious character.
I didn't see it that way.
Where did you find it? What were you calling on to do that? I mean, give me some sense of how an actor approaches that kind of...
You know, it's funny. You see it that way. I wasn't aware of that.
And what did you
maybe
see?
There's a little key in that. Yeah. No, it's you simply apply yourself to the...
role is written.
More or less. You commit yourself to those actions and do whatever research is required to reach that point where you feel the authority to say, I'm going to take a walk in this guy's shoes.
But how do you know where his shoes are? And how do you know what it...
You got to find them. And usually, the screenplay is something of a blueprint.
Yeah. But it only takes
That's
you halfway
what was so
there.
beautiful about Light Sleeper. Part of what was so specific about it was, literally, by reading the screenplay, I knew what this guy ate, I knew what he wore, I knew what his hours were, I knew who his friends were, I knew how his hair was combed.
Yeah.
That was all in the screenplay. So the pleasure was, in confinement, there's freedom, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was to enter this thing and inhabit this world. And when the world is created so specifically for you, as Paul Schrader did in writing this very beautiful screenplay, and keeping me on a leash when we actually did it, that's exciting for an actor.
But you don't, some actors, and we're going to see a clip in just a second, you don't live the actor, the role 24 hours a day, do you? You don't stay in character as some actors do.
I don't believe any actors do. It's a nice idea. No, because as soon as the structure that reveals the character disappears, the character recedes back into you.
Right. It's amazing how I can be as old as I am and be so naive about your profession. Here it is, Light Sleeper. Take a look at this performance. God, she's good, isn't she?
She's great.
Yeah. Now, when you looked at that, what did you see in terms of what you did and the performance thing?
Oh, you know, I've seen the film a couple of times. Mostly associations. of making the movie. Oh, I remember that day at the Côte Basque, filming there. She looked real good in that clip. Yeah. Just memories. It's been about a year since we actually made the movie. So I look at that and I get a little sentimental. I do, because I had a good time making it.
Yeah, you did have a good time making this film.
Very much.
Are there others that you didn't have a good time?
The truth is, I always have a good time.
I get that impression.
I do.
Yeah. I mean, you are essentially a happy man.
Oh, we won't go that far. I'm happy in my work.
Yeah. Okay. But would you change anything about
happy.
that? Yeah. Okay. Would you change anything about that?
I can't think like that.
You looked at that and said,
I can't think like that. You got to let it go at some point.
So you looked at that and you liked it. It felt good, and you remembered the associations that were good about that.
I didn't even have those kind of judgments about it.
Yeah.
I just looked at it.
And it made you feel good.
It's fact, it's done. I did something. It was recorded by a camera. It was mediated by certain hands. And that's what it is. It is me and it isn't me. You know what I mean? I'll take the good, I'll blame the bad on other people.
Is there anything to be gained by saying what part was you and what part wasn't you? You also said, my relationship with the camera is special. It puts me in a special place, and I feel strong, I feel turned on. I don't always feel that in theater stuff, and I see it as my failing.
Huh.
You remember saying that?
No, it sounds like something I could have said. Where are you getting these from? No, it sounds like something I could have said.
Even if you didn't say it, can you identify with it? Do you see yourself more now, today, as a film actor and with more so than a theater actor, even though all the stuff that you did at Wooster and other places?
No, I continue to work with the Wooster Group, but there's something, while a lot of people get energized with a live audience, I sometimes have to make them a total abstraction, because if the audience starts to have a human face for me, I'm too eager to please. Yeah. I'm too eager to please.
And you know what you are also? I mean, you are protective. I mean, there is about you a kind of conservatism, it seems to me, in terms of, you don't want to say something that's inflammatory or might be taken out of context or is the wrong thing, right?
I think that's true.
Why is that?
I wish I could. Because I think I try to be thoughtful and constantly actors in interviews like this.
Yeah, especially when it's essentially live.
Well, yeah. Any interviews, really. They're asked to talk about things that they really don't have the authority to speak about in a funny way. And I get very shy about that.
But clearly you
what I'm most articulate about is what's up on the screen or what's up on that stage.
The performance.
The performance.
Or the performer.
That's where I'm useful. This comes as, part of a business thing to help promote the movie. And I can't say that I don't enjoy it, but I think I shy away from kind of airing private thoughts, to tell you the truth. I try to be honest.
Yeah.
But I think I am guarded in interviews.
But one more time, why? Because you just don't...
Don't want to be misunderstood, Charlie. Come on.
I mean, you don't want to hurt somebody, or you don't want to be understood, or you don't want to make trouble for yourself, or...
No, I don't think... No, I don't want to... It's very easy to get caught up in your own words and your own thoughts, and in a context like this, you're set up to do that. So let's hope it's some sort of humility that keeps me from running with the ball when you give it to me.
All right. Now let's stay with humility. After Platoon, was that a breakthrough for you?
Yeah, very much. Very much.
What did it do?
It gave me visibility. Yeah. I mean, I had made films before that. And it also gave me the, kind of allowed me to avoid a certain character ghetto.
Yeah.
Because I was playing heavies before that.
Yeah. And this
in
was
Platoon,
a hero.
Yeah, it was more ambiguous anyway. So I think people were able to say, this guy's face, this guy's voice, what comes off of this guy isn't inherently evil or isn't inherently perverse. So it opened things up for me.
And how would you define where you're going? I mean, is it simply to have more options and more control and more power over what you do?
Those are all good things. I mean, I like to have more options. No, I just want to continue doing things that interest me.
And all the ones that you do interest you, or you wouldn't do them?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, body evidence. Did
Yeah,
you
body
do
of
that?
evidence.
Body of evidence. Did you do that because you and Joe Mantegna, two terrific actors, jousting in a courtroom, and Madonna, and there evidently some sizzling love scene with Madonna, correct?
Yep. This was all part of the idea.
Yeah. But you wanted to do it. Were you motivated to do it in part because Madonna was there? This was a good script
Absolutely.
and a good play.
No, I've always been interested in her, and in fact, before this script, we had discussions about working together. Also, the director figures very heavily in the proposal for me. And when they asked me to do the movie, Madonna and the director, Uli Edel, were already attached. And I liked both of those aspects. And then when Joe came in, I was overjoyed. And it's a good script. And I also got to wear a suit. Fancy that, Charlie. For some of us, that's a real treat.
Yes, I know. But Madonna was great.
Yeah, I had a good time with her.
Yeah. Talented?
Yeah, I think so.
Good actress?
I was happy to see her every day.
Good actress? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You could promise to come back, because
I will.
We got shortchanged here in time because of some other things that have nothing to do with Willem Dafoe. This on Light Sleeper will be coming out in August 21st in
New York City.
In New York City, and be airing around the country. It looked good to me. I haven't seen all of it, but it looks good to me, and I have admired this guy as an actor for a while, and so it's a pleasure to have him here. And when we come back, we'll get to the questions I really want to ask when he visits again in September to talk about Light Sleeper. Back in a moment.